Alright, and now we're about to do the torso for the model, starting with the heart, removing the lungs. Alright, so here's the heart. We have the right auricle and we have the left auricle. Opening the heart, we have the right ventricle, we have the left ventricle. All right, for the lungs, we have the right lung, and then we have the left lung. Okay, next we're moving to the abdominal pelvic cavity, where we have the liver. Here is the liver. All right, we have the right lobe of the liver, and then over here we have the left lobe of the liver. And then turning the liver over, we have the gallbladder. Now moving on to the stomach. Here we have the stomach. We have the lesser curvature of the stomach. I'm going to set this down. We have, stay. We have the greater curvature, stop moving. We have the greater curvature of the stomach. At the top, we have the cardia, and here we have the fundus. And then if we come down, we have the pylorus right here. All right. Here we have the spleen. That's not true. Here we have the pancreas. You notice it by the stony texture, also along the back. And okay, and then flipping the stomach over, we have the spleen here. Okay, now we are going to the small intestines. Here is the stomach and the intestine model together. We're going to take off turn it around to the back this way, and there you can see where the pylorus meet this would actually be the pyloric sphincter, the space between the pylorus and the top part of the small intestines in the cat or the human, but I guess it's not here in the model. So we're gonna drop off the stomach model and then continue with the small intestines. So here is the start of the small intestines. Here we have the duodenum. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. And then all of this, and it continues around here. So all of this, we have the jejunum. And of course, because this is a model, we cannot see the transparent tissue that's holding the jejunum together. That is the mesentery. We cannot see the mesentery. That is the transparent tissue. Cannot see it in the model, but we did see it in the cat. So you follow the small intestines around, and then you come to the cilium of the large intestine. So here's where the small intestines meet the large intestines. See, we get a darker color. And then here, I want to go back and correct something that I said earlier. Earlier, I pointed to this structure on the back of the intestines, and I believe I said that is the spleen. I don't know if I said that was a spleen or the pancreas, but either way, that was wrong. So I'm going back a little, and I'm going to say that this is the pancreas. I don't know if I said that correct earlier, and about the stony ridge. And then the spleen is here in the model. This would have been on the back of the stomach. We saw this on the back of the stomach on the cat. So I kind of rewound myself a little bit back up to the abdominal cavity just to make a few corrections that I had said earlier. So again, this is the spleen, and the pancreas is here, stony, like a stony surface. And then going back down, we've already done the duodenum, we've done the jejunum, ileum, cilium, and so where we are, we're at the appendix, and that's where I caught my mistake, because this structure back here is actually the appendix. A very small part of the body, but I remember the professor saying that it can cause big problems. So that is the appendix. And then we have the ascending colon, we have the transverse colon, and then over here we have the descending colon on around to the back, where we have this S part of the colon, which is the sigmoid colon. And then from here, this tip goes in there in the model, and that is the rectum of our model. Okay, so now down to the urinary system, we have the kidneys, we have the adrenal glands here on top of the kidneys, and we have the ureters. You can see 5 on either side, descending from the kidneys. Those are the ureters, and that will be dumping out into the urinary bladder. This structure here in the male model would actually be the urinary bladder, but since we have a female model, you would have to kind of take this out to see the urinary bladder. But this would be the urinary bladder in a male model, which I believe he's going to use for the test. I believe that's it. We have not done the trachea nor the esophagus. And signing out.